Okay, good day, people. Welcome to the Business Stories podcast. I hope you are having a good day. Today, I'm interviewing a business manager, and I'm gonna ask him a few questions for the podcast. Say, good day.
Good day.
How are you, sir?
Good, and how are you?
Okay, okay. Just before we start, can you just tell us about yourself?
Okay, my name is Fiso,
Yes.
and then I live in Tembisa, but I work in Joburg, and then married with 4 kids.
Yeah.
My journey with retail, I've been working for retail for a long time. My journey started in 2006. Yeah, up until date, up until now, I've been doing retail. So I'm a veteran when it comes to retail. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, how did you get started in business management, and what led you to your current role?
Okay. So as I said, I started in 2006, but in 2006 I was not I was not in management. I joined the company. I was a cashier.
Yes.
So, but now that was the only position that was available by that time. But I decided I made it a goal myself that I'm gonna grow within the company. So that's what I've done. So it took me 2 years. I was a cashier for only for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then I was then promoted to a stock clerk, and then from a stock clerk, and then I also spent about 2 years as a stock clerk. Sorry, and then from there I went. I was promoted to be an assistant manager, and then also there was within 6 months, and then I was promoted to a branch manager. So I've been a manager since.
Okay. So, what does a typical day look like for you as a business manager?
Okay, typical day. Actually, the day doesn't start today.
Yeah.
My day normally starts yesterday.
Yeah.
So what we do is, and then for tomorrow, for tomorrow, we start today. We prepare today, then we know we plan our day, and then we check how many customers are coming in, what stock, what kind of stock do we need, what like also the shop, it needs to be clean and neat and tidy so that we prepare for the customer who's coming tomorrow. So that's why the day starts today for tomorrow. So that's what we do. We just prepare a day before. We don't just say no, we'll see tomorrow as it brings. No, we start a day before.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's your approach to dealing with and motivating a diverse team?
Diversity. Yes, as I normally say to my team, our diversity is our strength. Because normally, remember, we've got Xhosas, we've got Bedis, we've got Nada. So now, as a manager, you need to find a balance to say, okay, now remember. So now, if we because we're serving different customers. So now, by them being diverse, so it means that now we are able to tackle each and every customer who comes into the store.
Yeah.
So that's why now, when we hire, we normally try to find a balance. We don't say no, we're gonna hire only this kind of.
Yeah.
So we need to find to diversify them to say no. This is what we need because now our customer depend on us. So now we know that if the customer is from Lesotho, we know that no, for us to understand that customer, we need this guy. That's how we normally balance. And then and also the motivation part. We were asking about motivation.
Yeah.
The motivation part, you also know that the staff, you need to reprimand them also, but you also remember that you need to motivate them because now at the end of the day, you need these guys working for you and making sure that you are making money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, what skills do you need to have as a manager, and how do you apply them?
Skills.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emotional intelligence, because remember, when dealing with people, you need to have empathy. You need to also stand your ground. You need to put your foot down.
Yeah.
Because now remember, if they don't do what you need to find a certain way to say no. Remember, you are here to do a certain task, and then also by that task, there's also rules and regulations of that. Those are the guidelines that you need to abide by.
Yeah.
So now that's it for me, because now that's emotional intelligence, so that you need to know what works for you, what doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
Because now everyone is different by its own way, by their own way. So now you
Yeah.
need to find a way to balance them.
Okay, okay. So, what has been your biggest challenge as a manager, and how did you overcome it?
Biggest challenge is business. A business, it's up and down.
Yeah.
January you perform. Let's say it's October, November, December. You are performing very well,
Yeah.
and then the customers are coming in. Then come January, it shifts. Now people are no longer buying furniture. They want to buy stationery. They want to buy clothes. They want to buy something else. School is it's all about schooling. But now the challenges that we have is that because now you need to be consistent when it comes to business because you've got a budget to meet.
Yeah.
So now if you don't meet that budget, and then it becomes a problem. So but now what we do is, as I said earlier on, that we start today for tomorrow. So now since now I've been in retail, I know that come January it's going to be different. It's going to be different months altogether. It's tough. But now what we normally do is now we study the business to say, no, okay, January, what works for what people are looking for. That's the way we start doing incentives to say, now, okay, come and buy furniture by us, and then you get a voucher to go spend by ShopRite, so that you can get you can buy your uniform, you can buy your stationaries. So that's how we move with the time. We just check now people are concentrating on this now. That's where we put our concentration on.
Okay. So, how do you make tough decisions, especially during uncertainty or crisis?
Yeah, tough decisions sometimes they need to be made, because now, like, one of the toughest decisions that we had to make, we had a staff member. That's just an example. Is we had a staff member who was ill-disciplined, and then that guy, when it comes to his duties, is performing. He's very perfect. He's doing his duty very well, but now he was not abiding by the rules.
Yeah.
So now we had to say, no, you cannot be bigger than an organization.
Yeah.
So we had to cut him. We had to cut our losses, because now, remember, if you do for this one, if you let this one go, the other one is looking at the back to say, okay, now if this one is doing this and then there's nothing being done about it. So because of his thing, he thinks that he's bigger than the organization. So now we just have to say, no, we have to bite the bullet and say, no, it's fine. We have to cut our losses, because now we need to be consistent. Yes.
Okay. So, how do you handle conflict or disagreements within your team?
Within the team.
Yeah.
Conflict, it's always there. They fight all of the time. That's why now, hence the rules and regulations. So we need, when there's a conflict, I normally call them together, and then trying to find out where did it start, what is the problem, and then also educate them, or remind them, remember the rules and regulations states this, because the companies has got governance. So you remember now, yes, you might be saying that you want it this way, but now remember the company who wants it this way. So now you've got a contract that's in place that says you must abide by this. So it also you cannot be also fighting what they normally do. They like fighting in front of customers. So now that is bringing the company name into disrepute. You just say, no, rather wait for the customer to leave. Let's sort it out together, because we cannot be doing that. But now it's all about getting them together and finding out getting both sides of the story, and then immediately to say, okay, no, it's fine. This is the right way. This is not the right way. And then, but if we can't find a solution, we know what disciplinary action follows.
Yeah. Okay. So, what metrics or key performance indicators do you focus on to measure success?
Okay, so now we work with retails, and then we've got salespeople. So what we do is now, because now remember, you need to motivate these guys so that they can also work. So now we put up an incentive to say, okay, listen, anyone who reaches 100,000, let's say 100,000 within the first week, you buy them lunch.
Yeah.
You give them day offs. That's what we do, because now remember we need to measure them, because now at the beginning of the month they get their targets. We say, this is what you need to do for you to for this month. But now you also need to also put in a bit of an incentive. So okay, if you get the 100,000 within the first week,
Yeah.
this is what you're gonna be getting. You're getting a day off, getting a time off just to go relax, or you get something from us to say no. We give you sort of we call it a spiff to say now you get this extra money.
Yeah.
And then now because that's how we get them performing, so that we benefit and also they benefit.
Okay. So, what's a mistake or failure that taught you something valuable?
Yes, failure. That one is very simple. Back in the days, the failure what we if the customer comes to buy, we're selling fridges and less. A fridge will go with a guarantee. A fridge they will tell you that no, this fridge, if you buy this fridge, you get 2 years guarantee. So now the mistake that we were doing that to say we sell to the customer, then the customer leaves, and then we don't follow up to say no. Remember, you bought this item from us. Is this fridge convenient for you? Is this fridge doing what it's supposed to be doing? So that right now, that's why we said, okay, we're not doing that, but now we're doing something, we call it a courtesy call. You buy today, we deliver today, and then tomorrow morning, we give you a call to say, listen, you bought a fridge from us. How is it? How is it for you? Is it an ideal fridge? Is it doing what it's supposed to be doing? So that's what we keep also do. Because now remember, if we don't do that, the customer will say, okay, no. Remember now, I went to buy a fridge there, but now nobody called me to say, no, how is this fridge? Is it giving me a problem?
Yeah.
And then also explain to the customer, if it gives you a problem, do not repair it for yourself. Phone us, and then we send someone to your house. And then also doing a follow-up with that person, and also phoning you as well to find, is it fixed? Did they come? And then. And also, if the customer comes back, what they used to, the mistake that they're doing, the salespeople most of the time, the customer came to buy from the salesperson. But now if the customer comes with a problem to say no, because we've got a department that deals with the service department, complaints and then, but now the salesperson will say no, okay, oh, you've got a problem with your fridge, no, go to that guy.
Yeah.
Now we said no, we don't do that, because now you're losing trust with that customer now. Because the customer say, okay, no, when I came to buy, you assisted me, but now I've got a problem. You're sending me to someone else because the customer trusts you. Because now remember, you are the one who convinced the customer to say this is the best fridge. So rather stick to that customer and say, no, listen, customer, I'll sort it out for you. Help the customer, and then also keep in touch with the customer. So no, we are aware we're gonna fix your fridge. We are coming. So those were the problems that we had, but we managed to also encounter to find a solution. Yes, a reliable solution.
Okay. I know this is the the closing question.
Okay.
So maybe to someone who maybe has maybe a small business or something, or wants to have a small business or sell furniture,
Yes.
or maybe an aspiring business manager, what would you say to that person?
It starts with the passion. I know. I normally I know people will say no. We There was an interview that when I joined retail, they asked me if it wasn't for money, would you apply? And then I said no. You know what? Unfortunately, because now I need to work to get money.
Yeah.
But now most of the time you need to have a passion.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a passion, you're just gonna come and sit around. Because now remember, retail it doesn't remain the same. There's challenges, so you need to find a way to say now if you are passionate about it to say okay, if this formula is not working, let's try this. And then you try. You need to be visionary. You need to see. You need to say it in your head to say, okay, now if I can try this, this would work. But all I can just say, you just need to be passionate and a vision, and then know that which side of your bread is buttered. So if you know that no, my money and my family are getting fed with this company,
Yeah.
just stick to that. Do what you do best. Because now with people it's different. You get this one is angry. You get this one is happy. This one is so you just need to know that being passionate, and then you know what you need to do. Because you wake up in the morning, you can't just come here sit around and you know that okay, if this one is not working today, let me try to call this customer. Let me go out. Let me hand out leaflets. You just have to be proactive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening to the podcast, and see you on the next one.